Strange story in the Albuquerque Bosque. A man was rescued there today after being stuck in the mud for as many as 3 days.
Some APS students found that man, but here's the twist. He's now in custody tonight. Heather Mills was out there as AFD swooped in to pull that man from the marsh.
Nearly 24 La Cueva High School students on an AP biology field trip in the Bosque ended up learning certain rescue techniques along with their lesson plan.
We see a lot of interesting things, but never, never somebody actually stuck.
In the middle of the mud, water, and reeds taller than themselves, students say they heard a man yelling for help.
We heard a voice call out from the river, and he just said, "Hey, what do you guys do? Can you help me?" Because he's been stuck in there for 3 days.
Teacher Jason DeWitt said they tried to find out a little more about how he got there and if he was hurt, but they stayed at a distance.
He's in a bad area. I mean, you don't want to go where he's at because it is very muddy, deep mud.
We decided to call the police instead because we figured that we should get some professionals involved.
AFD arrived along with APD Open Space. They sent a team in to try and find him, breaking a thin sheet of ice as they mucked their way through the marsh.
It was very tough. We're dealing with a couple feet of mud and then 2 feet of water over the top of that. The going was really slow.
Finally, they spotted him, but they say once they got there, they realized he was in desperate need of water and warmth.
He was extremely cold. We had to bring out some blankets to him and some hot packs to try to initiate some warming procedures.
Captain Richard Collado says they tried the airboat, but they couldn't get through, so they ended up putting him in a dry suit and floating him out. It took a lot of manpower, but they were able to pull him up the side of the cliff and onto an ambulance. The rescue was strange enough, but police actually took him into custody for an outstanding warrant. In Albuquerque, Heather Mills, KOB, Eyewitness News 4.
Now, police say this is the man pulled from the river, Clayton Sen, a transient who had an outstanding warrant for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. We are waiting to hear back from police for more details on that warrant. He'll be treated for hypothermia and other injuries and then booked into the